Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, and I have a pretty insane story time for you guys today. So let's not waste any time. Let's just hop right into it. This story time begins just the other day. My family and I are currently on a vacation, actually. I'm recording this while on that vacation. And as you all probably know by now, I'm from Canada, so my family we just went into the United States. We're on a little road trip. And yeah, so the other day we stayed at some family's house also in Canada before leaving super early the next day to go cross the border in the morning. And yeah, that was nice. So I'd stayed up that night, like a complete dumbass. I stayed up with my cousins. We could play video games and hang out, because I hadn't seen him in a while. It was nice to just chill with him. So that's what I did. But I got actually no sleep. I seriously did not sleep. From the moment I got to my family's house until the moment I got back in that car to go to the border, I did not sleep. But basically, as soon as I got in the car, I fell asleep. I knocked myself out. I was gone immediately. And so I fell asleep basically immediately. And by the time we got to the border, it just felt like a blink to me. And I felt just the tap on my leg. And my family saying hey, we're here, we're at the border, you need to wake up, you need to be present, and you need to pull your, all your stuff out. And yeah, I was awake from then on. And then we stopped, we kind of got the questions from the border guard, and then we ended up having to go into the building. And we go into the building, and we're waiting for them to call us up to the desks to talk to us about something. And yeah, we're just kind of sitting there, and there's another family in there. And my mom, being my mom, started talking to this other family. They had, a good couple of kids with them. And my mom just started talking to them because mom's a pretty social person. And one of the kids they had with them, one of their kids, was a girl who looked to be about my age. And then she was just chilling there in the clothes you typically wear on a road trip, just in a sweatsuit, just with her hair put up in a bun. Regular shit, how people look when you're on a road trip. You don't fucking dress up for a road trip. That's weird. I don't know why anyone would do that. But this girl, I didn't really talk in this whole conversation because I was fucking dead. I was tired as shit. But this girl kind of just kept looking over at me while my family was interacting with this other family. I was staying out of it. I didn't care. I was tired. But this girl kind of kept looking over at me, almost try and get me to talk to her. But I wasn't going for it, man. I was tired. And, we kind of just got to talking to these people a little bit. And we found out that they were also on a road trip as a family. And, surprise, surprise, they knew some people that my family knew because everyone fucking knows somebody that my mom knows, apparently. I'm sure you guys all get that. Every mom is like that. She'll make connections. It's wild. So we got everything sorted at the border, and we kind of just said goodbye to these people, told them to have fun on their trip. They said the same to us, and we took off. And we got back in the truck, and I died immediately again. Immediately I was out. I threw my earbuds back in, and I was gone. I was asleep. And that was pretty much it. I remember I came to a couple times, would wake up and see the road and hear my music and then fall back asleep, just back and forth until eventually I woke up again. And it was a couple hours later, and we'd stopped at a gas station, and my mom woke me up. She's like, yo, we're getting food. Come on, let's go get food. So, I unplug my earbuds, stop my music, and hop out of the car, and I go into this gas station with my family. And we all have to use the bathroom, as you do on a road trip. So we enter this gas station. We have to go upstairs, which is really odd because, going upstairs in a gas station is not something that usually happens. But, we had to go upstairs because all four of us had to use the bathroom. And, I was the last one to end up going. So it wasn't a men's washroom and a women's washroom. It was two bathrooms that were a single bathroom. There's already a lineup. So my dad ended up getting out when I was going in. He's like, hey, everyone's downstairs, but I'm going to go down there and just meet us down there when you're done. I'm like, okay, cool. I was the last person in line. So I went into this bathroom, went to the bathroom as one does in a bathroom. And then I walked out. And for some reason, next to this bathroom, there's this little lounge area with a couple chairs and a couch. And I just kind of sat there for a second and just to, chill out. And I connected my phone to Wi-Fi, checked my texts, my messages, texted the people who I needed to text quickly, since it had been a good couple hours. And I was just kind of chilling there. So, I opened up my phone and I decided to check my YouTube, to, check the the latest analytics, see how many views my last video got, which is not a lot, by the way, but we're doing all right. And I don't really know why, but like I'm kind of secretive about my YouTube channel. Like a couple people know, like a couple of my friends know, close people to me would usually know. I mean, my family doesn't know at the moment, but I don't know, because it's cool, and I like having this YouTube channel. I like making these videos. I like you guys. I like doing this, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird to just like tell people like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. So like I'm a little secretive about it, and I usually don't like pull out my phone and check my YouTube studio like around people. It's just not something I usually do. So as I'm having a look at it, I hear a door open behind me, and it's the other bathroom. And so instinctually I look up and I look back, and I see the person leaving the bathroom, and it's the girl from the border. And she's like, oh, hey, like, how's it going? I'm like, oh, hey, like, what's up? She's like, oh, not much. We just like stopped here to get like snacks and like go to the bathroom and stuff. I'm like, oh, cool, like us too. You guys must have just got out like right after us. She's like, yeah, I guess so. And I'm just like, oh, that's cool. And I hadn't like turned my phone off or closed the app or anything like that, so it's just kind of like sitting there. And she sits down next to me and she looks down. She's like, oh, what you looking at? I'm like, oh, nothing. And she just kind of like looks at it and then back at me. She's like, are you a YouTuber? And I kind of stutter. I'm like, well, like I wouldn't really know if I call myself a YouTuber. Like I make videos, but I don't know if I'd call myself a YouTuber. And she's like, oh, that's awesome. Like, what's your channel? I'll subscribe to you. And she pulls out her phone, and I tell her, I show her, and then she subscribes. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Thank you. She's like, yeah, of course. Like, I'll watch your stuff. I'm like, cool. Sounds good. And so she introduces herself to me. She's like, hey, I'm Courtney, by the way. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I'm Rainey. Which is like a nickname someone gave me once, which is why I told her that was my name. I don't know. That's just what I went with. Okay, leave me alone. And she's like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you too. And, we kind of fall to a silence after that. We're kind of just like both sitting there. I'm just kind of chilling, kind of ready to go back to my family. Like, I don't want to be rude, And before I can say like, well, I should probably get back to my family or something like that, I'm like just about to. And she says like, hey, do you want to do something fun? And I just kind of pause and I'm like, what did you have in mind? And she's like, oh, yeah, 1 sec, I'll show you. And she, like, reaches down, like, into her pants, like, into her fucking sweatpants, which I thought was kind of weird. And then she pulls out a joint. And I'm like, whoa, what? She's like, yeah, like, do you want to smoke it with me? And I didn't have an answer yet. I'm like, did you sneak that across the border? Like, I said it quietly. I'm like, did you sneak that across the border? And she's like, yeah, like, it was such a rush, man. Like, it was crazy actually getting that across. I'm like, wow, like, you're really lucky you didn't get caught with that. She's like, I know, but like it's so crazy. Do you want to smoke it with me? And I was just honest with her. I was like, yeah, no, like I'm good, thank you, but like I'm good. Probably shouldn't be like super high around my family or anything like that. And I used that as an opportunity to be like, yeah, speaking of my family, I should probably like get back to them, go see how they're doing. We do have to get back on the road. And she was super cool about it. She's like, oh yeah, totally, like go back to your family, like yeah, have a good rest of your road trip. Like I'm glad I got to like talk to you a little bit though. It's super cool that you do videos. Like I'll watch your stuff. I'm like, yeah, cool. Nice meeting you too. Enjoy your little fun there, and I'll see you around. And she was like, yeah, totally. Like see you around. And she lit it up. She was going for it. So, I mean, respect there, I guess. But yeah. I went back to my family. We got some food, some drinks, and back on the road. And surprise, surprise, I fell asleep again because I was fucking tired, man. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up the story time. It was a pretty crazy one if you ask me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been noticing a lot more views on the channel, and I feel like I say this at the end of like every video, but it's true. And it's just really nice for me to see, and I like seeing it. So thank you guys. You're the best. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much for being here and for everything you guys have done for this channel. You're the best, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.